Srimad Bhagavad Gita is probably the single most important text of all Hindus. The reason why it has claimed this position is because it addresses all the important life questions, such as what is life? Why am I alive? What is the purpose of living? What is action or karma? What is order or dharma? And so on. In short, Srimad Bhagavad Gita is a book of common sense and change management. It is not a religious book, but a book of yoga, where Sri Krishna, the supreme teacher, guides his gifted student and prince Arjuna through the rules of the universe or dharma, the vagaries of decision making, the fragile nature of the identity, and dynamics of change or action or karma. Srimad Bhagavad Gita was composed on a battlefield, or more specifically, an internecine fratricidal civil war, where the warring factions were all kinsmen. The protagonist, warrior prince and ace archer Arjuna, is beset by fear of the chaos which would ensue once so many died on the battlefield, and his own personal grief at the thought of losing so many kinsmen as he reviews the battlefield situation. His doubts are answered by Sri Krishna, his charioteer, and this forms the background of the text. What are the timelines of Srimad Bhagavad Gita? Some have calculated the dates of the Mahabharata battle, commonly referred to as Kurukshetra war, as starting on Mrgashirisha Shukla Ekadashi, which corresponds with 8th December 3139 BCE, and ending on 25th December 3139 BCE. Srimad Bhagavad Gita is made up of 18 chapters. Each chapter is a description of a yoga or method of harmonizing the self with the truth, and can be broadly categorized as Karma Kanda or volume of action from chapter 1 to chapter 6, Upanyasa Kanda or volume of proof from chapter 7 to chapter 12, and finally Jnana Kanda or volume of knowledge from chapters 13 to 18. Srimad Bhagavad Gita's 18 chapters contain 690 couplets as conversation between four participants. King Dasharatha with one couplet, Sanjaya with 40 couplets, mostly overseeing the conversation between Arjuna, who has 85 couplets, and Sri Krishna, the teacher and yogi, who has 564 couplets. Importantly, Srimad Bhagavad Gita is the only significant text in the world that has its own birthday or Jayanti. It is celebrated on the 11th day of the waxing moon in the month of Mrgashirisha, that is Mrgashirisha Shukla Ekadashi. Importantly, Sri Krishna, the protagonist of Mahabharata, operates as two personas, a Puranic personality of the period and the yogi who has reached the state of perfect awareness. Throughout Srimad Bhagavad Gita, there is a confusion as to who he is in what situation, and this will continue to bedevil the seeker. Sri Krishna's father was Vasudeva of the Yadava clan, and his mother was Devaki of the Ugra race. His brother was Balarama, and his sister was Subhadra. He was born in Mathura on 18th July 3228 BCE, corresponding to Ashtami of the month of Shravana at midnight. His wives were Rukmini, Ratyabhama, Jambavati, Kalindi, Mitravinda, Nagnajiti, Bhadra, and Lakshmana. He died on 18th February 3102 BCE at the age of 125 years, 8 months, and 7 days. Sri Krishna migrated from Mathura to Vrindavan at the age of 9, staying at Vrindavan till ages 14 or 16. Thereafter, after killing his maternal uncle Kamsa and releasing his parents who had been imprisoned by Kamsa, he migrated to Dwaraka and never returned. Sri Krishna died 36 years after the Kurukshetra war in 3103 BCE, when the present day Kali Yuga is said to have begun. On the first day of the war, before the battle, Arjuna asks Sri Krishna to drive between the opposing armies to review the forces. Sri Krishna, his charioteer of the battle, did as asked. As he moved through the opposing forces, Arjuna, seeing his kinsmen and close relatives on either side, each preparing to slaughter the other, lost his strength and confidence to fight and began to question the very premise on which they were going into battle. He tells Sri Krishna, I do not wish to kill anyone. What good will come out of this slaughter? How can we be happy killing our own kinsmen, despite the fact that their greed does not allow them to have softer sentiments? The destruction of any family will result in corruption and destruction of all social hierarchies and systems. Finally, laying down his bow, Arjuna said, I won't fight. Thus ends chapter 1 of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. To reiterate, yoga is the movement of the cognition from turbulence to stillness, from cacophony to silence, and from the sense of doership or ahankara to inertness or bhasma. Thanks for watching. Do like, share, and subscribe. And for more information, you could visit our website www.schoolofyoga.in.